Yo, everybody, what's up? Happy Monday. I'm excited to come and see you guys this week. All right. It's Monday. I'll be there Thursday morning for us to have an in-person session. And what makes me so excited about it because we're going to be starting a new area of the self-equity, building plan, development plan. Like right now, you guys have we're on our last exercise for self motivation. And before we get started, one of the things that you can put in place, right, to create that sense of self motivation is our goals. And I just want to start with a quick story. Not sure of you all who are football fans, but there's a game on, and it was the San Francisco 49ers versus the Los Angeles Rams. For you guys who follow football, like it was a situation where it was the championship game, NFC championship game. And for the last, I believe, 6 or 7 tries, the Los Angeles Rams just they couldn't beat the 49ers. They had their number. And it dates back like a few years ago. They just always beat them. But now, before the start of the season, the Los Angeles Rams made a goal. They put everything on the line to get to the Super Bowl. They traded draft picks, they traded players, they released players, they acquired players, but they knew that they wanted to get to their Super Bowl. So they laid it all out. Sometimes in life, you have to create that lofty goal and just lay it all out. And that's what they did. And throughout the years, yes, there were ups and downs. Just like in life, there are ups and downs. However, they got to the point where it was winning time. And they had to get through their arch nemesis to get to the Super Bowl. And they did that. So I'm sure every player on that team was practicing some self motivation. And they were to the point where they knew that they had to do this. They had to get past this team. So one of the things is just setting that goal, no matter how big, how small. And when the time comes to achieve it, make sure you're confident and make sure that you motivate yourself to be better. Because the more you practice self motivation, the better you'll get at it. So, listen, let's get into our circle. Let's get into our community circle and let's talk about, writing down a feeling that we're bringing into class, thinking about a feeling that we're bringing into class, and let's write it down and see if that improves over the course of this class period and for today. So, circle up, make sure we are circle seeing each other and building that community circle. So let's go to our statements, right? I am intelligent. Yeah, repeat after me. I am intelligent. I am resilient. I am important. I am innovative. I am powerful. And I am influential. You just gotta believe that every single day. Just write that down. Say it to yourself. Look in the mirror and say it. And the words that you speak to yourself will really just empower you every single day. So we're exercise 5. How do you do it now? Self motivation. How do you do it? One of the things is just remember a time when you motivate yourself to do something that you particularly didn't want to do. What is something that you did that you didn't want to do? How did you motivate yourself to do it? Did you even do it? Right? Like I was just thinking something that like you had to do. Just put yourself in that mindset. Like, how did I get through that situation? For me, it was working on a pitch, something I've never done. And I knew that I signed up to do a pitch competition. I've never done it. So what I had to do was just research on how to pitch. I had to talk to people who have pitched before, and I had to practice because I don't want to get on stage and look like a fool, And I got to a point where I didn't want to do it because it was something new. Sometimes we get afraid of things that are new in our life and we don't want to do it. But yes, for me, that was something new. And I really didn't want to do it because pitching is not what I do. I speak, I help people. So that was one thing. Close your eyes, right? That thing that you're thinking about, close your eyes and remember the incident in detail. What happened before? What happened during? What happened after that time? Okay, close your eyes. Whatever it was that you thought about in number one, what happened before? What happened during? What happened after? Notice what's on your mind at the time, right? When you felt motivated. What were you saying to yourself? What were you imagining? What was going on? Take some time to think about that. Right? Then maybe share with your elbow partner. Because in life, in these situations, we're all in this together. Maybe something that you share could help the next person achieve their goal or be a little bit more motivated, a little bit more self-motivated when they're in that situation again, because it's going to happen. It's just a part of life. So now that you share with that person, I got a worksheet for you guys. Exercise 5 worksheet. Let's talk about it real quick. Boom. Right here. How do you do it? Self-motivation. All right, so now write those things down. You guys that have this, be able to look at it. Maybe a print off for you. But if not, here are your questions. Open your eyes, write those things down, describe the experience clearly and precisely, right? And that's the thing, when we close our eyes and think about stuff, we're able to, I guess, get a little bit more clear, kind of really put ourselves back in that situation and being able to help with writing these things down. How can we move forward with it? So what are 2 keys you seem to need in order to feel motivated? Is it money? Well, what are your things? What if something that you really, really didn't want to do? You didn't like to do. Could you do it then? After those 2 keys? But yeah, just this is our exercise for the week. All right. You may want to come back to it. But this is our last segment of self-motivation. All right, our last exercise. And like I said before, I will be there this week to see you guys in person. I have a very cool activity that we're going to do to launch into our next segment, our next level of self-equity. So until Thursday, you guys have a great week. I hope you had a great weekend. I'm out. Peace.